We are ready to enter Lane Stadium in Blacksburg, Virginia. The Hokies enter the stadium to the familiar strains of Enter Sandman. It's the LSU Tigers and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Virginia Tech's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. On the run, it's Berry. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression. And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job on the defense. And what did they do? They doubled. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? Put a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. Looks it in. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Leaves it in his belly. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Hokey, high, tech, VPI. Got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Sets his feet. It's Ryan. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Inside the 40. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Needs it here on fourth down. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Right down the middle. He makes a grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Hokies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tight end now in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Heath. And he's in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with that first touchdown, the old Hokie Stones are trembling in this great stadium.
Yeah, and such great fans in Lane Stadium. Early in the game has a reason to be rocking. They get on the scoreboard first. Everybody going bananas.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Powers inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Hokies have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's Heath. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking to throw, it's Ryan. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Hands it off. Could be it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies! How about this back staying on track
in for a second touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Drops back on first down. Caught on the left side by Wilson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. The snap sets up to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
On the ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle.
Wide receiver, the ball carrier. Pick up of 6. 2nd down.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurl over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Got an alley. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there with the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
He's got the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And you can hear the exhale from up here, guys. Like that was a big 3rd down. This offense, they've already dug themselves a hole, right? They understand they're down. It's getting closer to the half. They need to make some plays. That was a big 3rd down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Running the red zone, it's Berry. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Finding some room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Extending the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking to pass. It's Ryan. Still looking. And the defense forced the quarterback out of bounds before he could get rid of it. Had to take the loss. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes one man miss. Down decision.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. DB's right up on the receivers. On first down, it's Durham again. Past the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. He's now up to 64 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Running right, it's Durham. There's some room. He's got enough. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Tough run here. It's Sperry. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
To the air, it's Levin. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Going to run it. It's Heath. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Sells to fake. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Hauls it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the #1 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Buckeyes locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach... going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Using his legs, it's Berry. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Rides to the back. LSU will get a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Looking for a man. It's Levin. Out wide left, it's Wilson. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll line up for a second down play. Pulls it. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On third down, he drops to throw. Rushes on. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The kick is on its way. On his way back from the 20. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. They'll take the penalty and move them back. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. Motion from the wideout. Throws it back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. The give. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Let's send the tight end in motion. Back to throw. It's Baker. Good job just to get rid of that one.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. When you can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs, all those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Berry. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Harris. Smashes through the tackle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter.
Number 12, set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it out. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He's changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, gonna throw it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air, and they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Punt is on its way. Searching for space. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll need a bunch on second down. to throw. It's Levitt. Makes the pass. Working the middle. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Gain of 32. Good enough for first down.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns up, it's Berry. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
First down for the offense.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Handoff, Caden Durham. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
On first down, it's Durham again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Wants to go up top on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Looking for a crease, it's Berry. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Back to throw, it's Baker. They're all over it. Gets the first himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Reels it in. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Fires into the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone, but no, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Making the adjustment on the play. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And after that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field and because they have a narrow lead, you'd expect this team to just go ahead, kick the field goal, and take the points.
And he got it! And guys, we are deadlocked here in the final period.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Second and long here. Back to pass, it's Levin. Time to take a shot. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Follows his blocks. It's Overton. Ran through the contact.
And this is the only time as a coach I'm going and talking to a kicker, okay? I'm picking his brain. Apparently he might like it on the left hash because they run the ball to the left. Like, where do you want it to kick this game winner? Like, we're sizing this thing up. A field goal wins it. I need to know what your tendency is.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
And how about that play by the defense on a critical 4th down? The opponent decided not to kick a field goal. I know things haven't always gone great for you defensively in this game, but when you needed to make a play, you stepped up and you did it, and you've now given the ball back to your offense with an opportunity to go down and win this game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Dropping back, it's Levitt. He lets one fly deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be for the win. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Fighting off the defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berry. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown LSU! They jump on top here in OT. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Quarterback changing the play. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Drops back. It's Ryan. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll go to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. Got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Quarterback will keep it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Oh, this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.